Hey guys, AirsoftAl here, and today I'm reviewing my M16. That is correct. The gun that you have seen me use in my Airsoft class videos, the gun that has been famously known on this wall here, which is no longer here because it is over there, M16A3! Hallelujah! I'll be right back. This is the M16. Now, I know a lot of you are already saying, Al, there are a lot of M16s. What makes yours so special? Well, what makes mine a little special is that it is pre-upgrade for lipos. Now, what else can I say about it besides the awesomeness of its history and its pristineness of its history? Okay, maybe not the early part of it, but you get what I'm saying. This gun is the iconic gun that makes America a badass. Outside of the Barrett, the M60, the M4, Colt 1911, Thompson, M1 Garand, M14, 1903 Springfield, and the 30 cal, as well as the 50 cal machine gun, and the F-16, and the Jeep, and the Humvee, and the Abrams tank, and a Sherman. And I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to stop right there. Now, what's different about this gun? Well, as I said before, this thing is LiPo ready. Now, what does LiPo ready mean? It means it's got full metal gearbox, it has a high torque motor, which means you'll be fucking plowing down through bastards. And it is damn accurate. I'm not lying. This gun is a perfect gun for if you want to go DMR. Now, it's kind of a iffy subject on certain fields, but I personally have used this gun for when I want to snipe some noobs on the field. Now, I'm not going to say the gun's not perfect. You've already noticed the tape here, and there's a story behind that. But before I get into that story, let's get into the story and the history of the M16. Now, the M16 rifle was actually developed by the Armalite Corporation. The Armalite Corporation created the AR, well, the AR-15, which was a 5.56 to 223 caliber rifle. Now, it was originally used for civilian, hunting use, and sporting use back in the 50s. And yes, the 50s. The AR-15 has been around since the 50s. Let me finish. Now, what made it different from all the other guns that were made of wood, steel, and otherwise, is that it uses an all-plastic body. Well, sort of. The receiver's aluminum. And plastic, aluminum, 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 aluminum. You get what I'm saying? This gun was a light gun. And you'd be surprised, during the Vietnam War, the Viet Cong would try and take as many of these things as possible so that they could learn what made them tick. After we fixed the problem. Now, what was the problem, you may ask? The problem was this. Because of the certain gunpowder that was used with the 5.56 and the 223 rounds, the M16 would jam, causing a lot of our boys on the front lines to die. Now, why was the 5.56 so popular? Well, it's because it tumbled when it entered the body. You see, when it enters the body, the round tumbles, causing great wound damage. And believe me, that was a good effect. Where the 7.62 would just go right through him, right through a bastard, go through the mud, the fucking jungle, and then hit the bastard behind that and keep going. The 5.56 would tumble, shred, and utterly annihilate the enemy. Now, what else about this gun speaks its wonders? Well, it's been in so many video games. It's been in so many movies. Hell, Full Metal Jacket is one of them. One of my favorite all-time movies. Hell, Platoon had the M16. Let's see here. Call of Duty, Rainbow Six, Battlefield. So many variations. There are so many movies with the M16 platform being the variation of it. Hell, if ever you've seen the movie Scanners, or not Scanners, my bad, Screamers, the M16 is the rifle they use as their science fiction gun. And I'll tell you this right now, it's pretty damn good. It's a damn cool idea. Now, what about everything else? Well, not really everything else, I'm trying to think exactly. What about this gun in particular? Well, this gun in particular is a pretty interesting rifle. Now, this is the basic rifle model for the M16A3. Also, little fun fact. There were so many headshots during Operation Iraqi Freedom and Desert Storm that the Geneva Convention actually was wondering if Marines using the M16 were executing people. Nope. When questioned and even saw in combat, it was because the M16 was so accurate, they were able to get headshots off of every single bastard that would pop his head up. Speaks wonders for the real still, doesn't it? Now, does the AEG variant of it live up to that legacy? We'll find out. Now, why don't we go ahead and talk about the externals. The externals is mostly high quality plastic. Metal here, plastic hand grip, which can be replaced for a mag pull, which I'm thinking of, but I'm not, because the sheer beauty of this is just too damn good. Mock charging handle, also plastic here, and also metal. Well, metal, my bad, metal. And pull it back, and you see your hop up. That and the sound it makes, just... I'm sorry, I could do that all day. The outer barrel is also made of metal. Flash hider, made of metal. And even the barrel inside the plastic foregrip here is metal. The housing for the inner barrel, which is also metal. Well, brass, to be precise. Mag release, metal. And the mag well, metal. Sling mount here, metal. Rear stock, that's metal. I mean the rear, like the butt plate here, that's metal. Now this is where you would access the charger area, well not charger, battery area, which is very spacious for a lot of different chargers. Now what you're seeing here is basically a little device that I think may be a MOSFET, but it may not be, because I think this might be just a little area that helps, that may be the FCU, the fire control unit for those of you who are not tech savvy with airsoft guns. It uses a large Tamiya type adapter with the large Tamiya type battery, which is a 8.4 volt. Now the reason for the tape is because the buttstock retention screw was made of not very good metal. It broke when this thing broke my fall. And I'll say this now, the gun's pretty damn light. I mean, the only real heaviness about it is the center mass, where all the gears, everything about that is pretty good. It is pretty well balanced. I mean, sort of. It's kind of hard for me to do because I'm not a balancer. I don't balance things for a living. But now, what about the now the internals are basically, well, a version 2 gearbox, full metal gears, a tight bore barrel that was already pre-installed, I didn't install it, along with a pretty decent little hop-up unit. This is actually a pretty cool little gun, and if I wanted to, I could upgrade this a little more. Now, what about the battery? The battery it comes with is a very good 8.4 volt little battery. Now it's a pretty big battery and very hefty, I'll admit, but you're probably not caring about that, are you? No, you're caring about what the FPS on the sucker is, what the rate of fire on this sucker is. The FPS is 420 on the dot with a .20, and the rate of fire is roughly 1,500 rounds. Or, yeah, it's basically what it is, 1,500 rounds. Now, what about range? The range on this, as I said, is basically a basic DMR. I've been able to hit targets at roughly 130 feet to 150 feet, if I'm lucky and the wind is on my side. Now, what I like about this gun is the fact of it feels nice. It really does. It's accurate, it's beautiful, it is well made by JG, and I can't say anything negative about it outside of the butt screw, but that's kind of how it is. Now, it does come with one Picatinny rail, and the way you do it is you basically remove the carry handle by simply unscrewing, and boom, you reveal a standard Picatinny rail right here that you can add optics or even or red dot onto. Now I'm thinking about getting me an ACOG. Now, Is it possible to add a Picatinny rail system? Yes, it can, because, and I'm sorry I had to really be concentrated because I didn't want to mess it up. All you have to do to add a Picatinny rail system, well, an RIS system, a rail integration system, is basically pull back on the ring here, and you can obviously take it off. Take off the standard foregrip that it comes with. Just to slide it back on, just simply slide it back in, pull back again, and just, there we go. Voila! Now, it's a little wobbly, but that's kind of understandable because, well, this is a stock gun. And believe me when I say it, this gun is actually pretty well built. I have personally dropped it, I've banged it into things, and this gun has not given up. Now, enough of my gabbing. Let's pop a nice little high cap in this sucker, pop the battery in it, and let's check out how it does out on the range. Okie dokie. Zom killing time. Semi-auto, check. Okay. Double tap. I believe that's enough. Alright, let's check out the zombie damage. Oh, crap. Oh, that zombie's dead. This guy. Oh yeah, he's totally dead. This guy has no face. He's dead. Now what about this one? Is he dead? And, oh man, he's totally dead. He is totally dead. This guy has no face. Oh my god, that was amazing accuracy. Let's get back to the studio. Holy crap. I mean, holy crap. Actually, what the hell am I saying? Holy shit! This thing is fucking accurate. The rate of fire is good. Everything about it's good. It comes with a 300 round high cap magazine right out of the bat. Battery, charger, all for $140. And to $120, depending on where you buy it. But still, this is a good starter M16. Oh my god, this thing is amazing. 300 round high cap, like I said. But I'm using a 450 on here. Even with the 450, it was still feeding beautifully. This gun's accurate. It is amazing. But it does have some downsides. What are the downsides, you may ask? Obviously, this. I mean, it only brings it down to 1 point. So, even though this misses my legendary rating, I'm still going to give it a beautifully well-deserved 9 out of 10. A must-own. This gun needs to be in your collection. I know there are G&G combat machines out there that are good, but this is good for $140 to $120. This is a 9 out of 10. Get this in your collection. This M16 must be in your collection. It must be the starter gun for the person you know getting into airsoft. Thank you guys for watching. I've been AirsoftAl. And it's almost November. Well, it's almost Halloween. Which means spooky things are abound. Until next time.